Now, before we go all the way and create all three of these rating fields, let's take a look at what it looks like to create a piece of review content. So I'll go to Content, Add Content, and then Review. And you see we have our title here, we have our body. If we scroll down, we have our product reference. Right now we can just select Airspeed Velocity T-shirt. And then we have our funness rating, and we can click on this in order to establish our rating. So this looks good. I think we can finish up our content type by adding our additional rating fields. So I'll go to Structure, Content Type, Review, Manage Fields. So our other two fields are giftability and weirdness. So I'll add giftability. Under Field Type, we'll select 5-star rating. Under Widgets, we'll select Rated While Editing again, and click Save. The voting tag this time will be giftability. I'll click Save Field Settings. We'll leave the label at giftability. We'll leave required field unchecked. Under help text, I'll put how gifty is this gift? Again, ignoring the fact that spell check doesn't appreciate the new words that I create for this tutorial. Under star display options, I'll select oxygen again because it looks nice. We'll select 10 for the number of stars and allow users to cancel their ratings. Again, we've already selected the tag and I'll click Save Settings. So now we have funness and giftability. Our last one is weirdness. So we'll put weirdness for the label. For the field type, we'll select 5-star rating again and stars rated while editing and click Save. For our voting tag this time, it will be weirdness. I'll click Save Field Settings. We'll leave the label at weirdness. We'll leave required field unchecked. Under help text, we'll put how weird is this gift? Star display options, we'll again choose oxygen. For number of stars, we'll select 10. We'll allow users to cancel their ratings. And of course, we have our voting tag already selected, and we can click Save Settings. After a while, you'll get really used to this process, and it will be a little boring, but it helps to keep in mind why you're doing it this way. It's because it's so much faster than doing it any other way. And it's only boring because so much of the work has been done for you already. So when you're in the process of doing a lot of configuration that you're already familiar with doing, just put on some nice music, grab some yummy tasting gum, and just try to enjoy the process. So now we get to test out our configuration here by creating a review and linking it up with a product and giving it some ratings. So to create the content, let's go to Content, Add Content, and then Review. You are, of course, free to fill this out however you'd like. This is a review for the Airspeed Velocity t-shirt, but I have some default text for you if you want to use that instead. So if you go to the resource pack and go to Data to Import and open up firstreview.txt, you'll see the title here and the body, and we'll just copy these in. Review. So it says Review of Airspeed Velocity t-shirt, and then the body here, we're going to paste into the body. Something we didn't look at before was the text format, but we can go ahead and keep this at filtered HTML for now. For product reference, we'll select Airspeed Velocity t-shirt, and go ahead and rate this however you think you'd feel about it. For me, I think this is a lot of fun, so I'll give it 10 for that. I think giftability is a little bit lower because not everybody is into wearing equations on their shirt, and it's really for kind of a narrow band of the population. And it is pretty weird, so I'm going to give it 9 for that. I'm going to scroll down to the rest of the settings here. We'll create a new revision. Under URL path settings, we'll leave this blank, just like we did before, and we'll probably continue to do that throughout this series. At some point, when we start to talk about SEO, search engine optimization, we'll need to revisit this URL alias bit. And under comments, we'll leave this closed. Under authoring information, we'll leave it authored by admin. Of course, like I mentioned before, we will probably want to associate this with a real contributor so that any time that the author is displayed, it doesn't say admin, but it says a real name. Under publishing options, we'll go ahead and check published and leave the other two unchecked and click save.